Hi, it's Amy here. I wanted to share with you this project that I just finished making. I'm adding this to my craft fair offerings. The craft fair is this weekend on Saturday. And this I just added. I've been working for months for the craft fair, and I saw this Advent cabinet on May Made It on her live. It was actually a project that Brenda did for their event. And I thought the price was pretty good. She also had these, she offered separately these numbers made by the Clack Shack and offered through May Made It. And, I wanted to tell you how I was worried if I had just painted those stars. I was worried that I would lose the number detail, which was pretty important, right? So what I did is I used Versamark, and I just pressed it into the pad. I have a dirtier pad of Versamark that I use for this kind of thing. I used tweezers and pressed it in, and then I had a sort of pile of the gold embossing powder that I, with it still on the tweezers, dipped it into, and then I heat embossed it. And because the Versamark just went on the top of it, not into the number, it stayed pretty clear. And I really like how that looked. I thought it was pretty elegant. I used a Frank Garcia paper line. This I can't remember what it's called, but I'll link it. It's not this year's. It might even be 2 years ago that this came out, but I really liked this. I really liked how it turned out. It looked like it was a lot more work than it was. It was just a one piece of paper. I added this Merry Little Christmas banner. And then I just have a whole bunch of this kind of thing in my stash. And this little, I've had this reindeer with sled for a while. It's vintage, very early plastic. And I wrapped little blocks of wood with old paper. I had two different kinds of, one of them was a piano roll, and the other is just an old roll of paper that I have. And I thought instead of trying to distress paper, I would just use old paper. So I didn't use tape. I just used a glue stick, and then some some like crochet thread for tying it. And I just really love how it turned out. And now my plan is that in each of these boxes, I'm going to put a little treasure. I'm thinking of this sort of like a magpie's nest, that this magpie has collected all of these little glittery, shiny treasures for their nest. So I'll show you sort of an assortment that I'm thinking of adding. These are just things that I have and have had for a long time. This was a premium that came with tea. I have a whole bunch of, well, I used to have a whole bunch. I don't have as many anymore. I have this spun cotton mushroom. This is a plaster cross that I've glittered and painted. A little locket. So these aren't literally necessarily, they're just junk drawer kinds of things. A really fun junk drawer kind of thing. I even have like a old Monopoly house when they were wood. So I thought that was a fun kind of thing. I just sort of raided my stash and found anything that I thought would be fun to include. Here's a little bit of ribbon. Here's a spool of metallic thread. So each box will have some kind of like little fun, for me anyway, treasure. And I'm thinking that somebody will see this who is kind of like me and you, who would be really excited to find vintage treasures like that. It's not for everybody. I think some people won't really necessarily appreciate a bundle of twine, but there are people like you and me that would. So there will be 24 of those little things in these boxes. So if you could help me figure out what a good price would be for that, to know that you're getting this cabinet, and then in each of the box there's a little treasure. I don't want to price it too high, but I would like to get a nice amount of money. I mean, even just this little piece is has a value to it. So, okay, and I'm going to show you the other one that I'm working on, which I think is turning out really great. This is the other one that I'm working on, and this is a different kind of look. This is using Stamperia, I think that's how you pronounce it. Their line called All Around Christmas. And this was actually less work because this is just one piece of scrapbook paper, and then I've continued it on the sides there. And then what was cut off at the top, the back of it was just like that flooring. So I added that to the back. I still need to add, I'm going to put a few little details down here, like maybe a ball of yarn, maybe a box of ornaments, and, as if you're seeing what was in this room. I've added some glitter to the tree, and I also put some glossy accents on the clock. It looks like it kind of, I don't know, it warped the paper there, so I'm hoping when it dries it'll be okay. And then I still have to add the stars to the numbers to the drawers. And so this one will also have little treasures in it. This one came together really, really fast. I wanted to tell you too that instead of trying to cover these drawers all the way and then figure out that circle, half circle, I was going to do that. I just thought it was okay to just put a strip of paper as long as they are the same size and lined up, that they would look nice. So that's 1.5 inches by 1 inch. And in this one, I picked the same pattern. And in this one, they were all different patterns of this sort of collaged paper. So there are my two projects. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I'm still working on them, and I hope to get it finished for my craft fair. I'm hoping also to have time to show you some of the other things I'm working on for the craft fair, getting it together. Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you like this? And let me know what you think is a fair price for this kind of thing. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this. Hey, if you like this project and want to see more like it, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Take care.